It's okay to look at how other people are living their lives, but don't focus too much on how another individual is portraying and displaying their colorful true essence to the world. It is about you being alive, living, and exploring, and giving us your own color to look at. We're here to paint the universe. What color are you? Live, shine, be your true, authentic self. Good morning, lovelies. Happy. What is it today? I think it's Thursday, and it's a cloudy day. It's so beautiful outside. It's so fresh. It's so reviving. I just came from outside to just. Okay, I'm about to go outside to do my breath work. I remembered now that I just need to go outside and just breathe the beautiful um, breeze that is outside after a rainy day. I just love gazing, you know. I just love gazing at the nature after it rained because I feel some sense of cleansing that has happened, a reset, a refuel that has happened outside from the universe. It's like the universe just pressed a restart button for us to experience new fresh air. You guys don't even understand. And today's topic is gonna really require me to go outside and do my breath work outside because I'm about to talk about how one can actually make her or create her own truth, live according to your own truth, and find things that are going to be um, that are going to vibe, that are going to gel with your universe. Because we all know that as people, you are already a universe and you are existing in this created space of a universe that Mother Earth created. You need to understand how all this nature came about. You need to understand if there is a God and there's no God. You need to understand if you are going to take a route of believing in the things that you are believing in, why are you believing in them, and what is the truth based on that. And you need to stay off social media. You really need to stay off social media. You need to really get in contact, in touch with reality, with yourself, with your chakras, with you. Spend time with you. Sit still. Turn out off any electronics that you are having on in your home, and just be with yourself and meditate. Call in your higher power to operate and rely on it for that period of time. Rely on it to give you information, the secrets of the universe. Rely on Mother Earth. Rely on the things that are most important at that time. You don't always have to be on your phone. You don't always have to be on social media. I think if you start balancing your life in a very healthy way, that is when you are going to actually get the truth of the universe, the truth of the Mother Earth, the truth of how you came about to be a human existing in this universe. Did you reincarnate, and did you live or exist lifetimes before this? And you're going to start to get to know yourself. You're going to start to get to know your own truth. You're going to start to want to live in your own truth, because at the moment people are living according to what they see on social media, how another person is portraying themselves, their lives, what other tribes or other people are saying they should live their life. It takes away from your own uniqueness. You are unique. You are you in this lifetime for a reason. You are you because you need to come and show us a different aspect and perspective of the universe. Mother Earth is so creative. The universe is so creative. And we as people are trying to bottle the universe into one specific right path. or one specific way of living. But that's not the universe's intention. That is why there is so many humankind walking around who are actually believing in different things that they believe in. And some of you guys do have a sense of belonging and sense of knowing, but you get confused because you consume a lot of things on social media. You consume a lot of things from even your neighbors, your friends. You see things being done and trending out here, and then you just jump on them and want to now exist in this person's life. The only thing that we are supposed to do as creators or as um, existing portals in this universe is to allow people to be themselves and to actually learn from them, but not to take in that and now start living their lives, start taking the decisions that they are taking, start believing in what they believe in. What are you believing in? What are your guides wanting to show us about you and your part of your life, your part of your existence? What is the universe's assignment containing or pertaining to you? Why were you created? Do you understand? In some instances, we have labeled so many things. We have labeled even things to be good or bad. How sure are you? How did you reach that conclusions of having to say something is bad or having to say something is good, as if you created that thing, you created it to be good, you created it to be bad? The only thing that can be good or bad to one is something that you have discerned yourself and said, okay, I think I would categorize this thing to be bad for me because it brings out a certain behavior in me. It causes me to take certain bad decisions. It just leads me to, a path that I don't want to go, or it confuses me, it misdirects me. It just takes away from my uniqueness. That is how you should live your truth, by using your own discernment and your own intuition. We all have intuitions and discernment for a reason. If we had to live one life that is based on a certain way of living, then there would be one humankind who has discernment and intuition, and the rest of us would be just robots just following that person. But I don't want to lose this video. I'll be back because I need coffee. I need to go and breathe, and I'll be back. Stay tuned. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, lovelies. Finally got myself a cup of tea, and I just came outside from doing my breath work in this beautiful cloudy day. It feels so refreshing. Please try it if you haven't, and let me know how it feels for you, because obviously we are different people. It's never gonna do the same thing that it's doing to me, or it might do it but in a different way. So like, subscribe, comment, share. I would love to experience your engagement on this channel. You are very open. You are very welcome to be open-minded and actually share your views on the comment section, as long as you're going to just be respectful about it and be an adult, of course. So I just want to bring you into my own life choices and the own life experiences that or how I became this individual who was so curious about knowing myself to the core. And when I say knowing myself to the core, I mean, what was my truth? That was the question I've been asking myself ever since I started walking this spiritual journey and raising my vibration and actually getting to know my higher self, as to what is my truth and how am I planning to create that space where I can literally be myself without being apologetic to people, and without being having to answer to everybody who's actually questioning the way I live, right? And basically during isolation I had to really really do some shadow work, because that was pertaining to, also it has a part of it had to do with people pleasing. A part of it, a very major part of it, had to do with people pleasing. I was one of the people who were actually trapped in that cycle of people pleasing and wanting to really be fit in the the environment or fit in the society by doing what the society was doing, or by rather making decisions based on what the society, what would sit well with the society and other people in my life. But it got to a point where I was actually unhappy of who I was. I was lost of who I was, and I wasn't living to my highest potential of existing, right? So I had to make some few changes. I had to really, really go within and just be honest with myself. I had to sit myself down and actually have a meeting with myself. Literally, I had to ask myself, okay, Balisa, if you are going to carry on living your life according to what other people's expectations, then what will happen when these people start now falling off your life? What would be of you, right? And that is actually what the universe tested me with. The universe took away the people that I was trying to impress all of my life. The universe took me away from those people. My mother passed, my grandmother passed, my grandmother from my mother's side, father's side passed. All the people that really mattered in my life, that I was trying to convince and trying to live according to their expectations, they were swamped out of my life. And that is where the universe really, really was being harsh with me and really having that girlfriend talk, girl to girl talk of, okay, now show me if you still, I want to see if you, if this was your truth. I want to see if this, whatever the way that you were living and whatever things that you were doing, that was truly your truth, right? That was truly your existence. That was how you needed to exist. I only put these people in your life and your path because you needed a foundation as a child. As a child, as a newborn, you cannot think straight. You cannot take decisions for you, make decisions for yourself. You cannot know right from wrong, or you cannot have a a picture of or a sense of what is right and what is wrong, and how do you get to the point of actually differentiating and categorizing things, to be right or wrong, to be yes or no, to be decent and indecent. Do you understand? So I put these people in your life because I wanted to show you their perspective and how they came to the conclusion of making decisions in their lives, in their own lives, and where it got them. But for you, my child, it has to be a different form. It has to be, I already gave you the equation. I already gave you the way of how you supposed to categorize your life, or how, what decisions you may supposed to make your life in order for you to have a different outcome, right? Because they had their own outcome. Are you happy about it? And I don't want to lie to you. I am going to refer from to my grandmother from my father's side. The decisions that she made as a woman, some I still follow, I still look up to, but some of them I am doing the opposite and taking different routes when it comes to myself, because my great great parents, my mother, were trapped in the cycle of people pleasing a lot. They didn't, they were the pillar of the family. Everybody relied on them. They had to share their own strengths for other people more than they had to use it for themselves. They had to invest their time, their energy for other people in the family who were not even reciprocating or appreciative of it. And I'm counting myself as one, right? I'm not isolating myself, I'm counting myself as part of those people. They used to invest a lot in other people and less in themselves. And that actually triggered something in me to want to take a different route and to want to be a different kind of a person, right? Healthy to experience because my mom, let me start with my mom actually. My mom was a very, was a go-to person in the family because she mega kutele. She had enormous strength when it comes to house chores and cooking and looking after the kids, and being sent somewhere. You could rely on her for almost anything. And that the skills that she had were really misused by the family, the whole family, right? They only appreciated her when they wanted to use her. And she couldn't she didn't know how to say no. She couldn't say no. It was always a point, a thing of, Snowy, can you do 1, 2, 3, and 4 for me? She would be very busy at that time. She would leave whatever she was busy with, and attend to what the family wanted or needed at that time. And it was very unhealthy because they didn't appreciate her. She allowed a room, she opened a portal, a room for the family to mistreat her the way that the family was mistreating her. She allowed it, she took it in, and she actually felt, she even made it an escape, or she made it a validation for her to say, okay, I am useful to the family. My family loves me because whenever they need something, I come to mind. But it didn't click to her that no, you are being misused, you are being abused, you are being unappreciated, right? And you need to set up boundaries. Until her passing came, and the very same people who are now had an opportunity to actually give back to this person for the last time, the same people who now had the opportunity to show their appreciation and actually go all out for this person and give her a befitting burial, were the same people who stole from her. And the funny part is that my mother was never liked because she was a reliable person. She was hated even for that, but even used. She was hated for being used, and she was hated for being accessible. She was hated for being strong. She was hated for being kind. She was hated for being loving. She was hated for not being aware of the kind of a person that she was, right? Um, but people were benefiting from her at the same time. And now we're gonna shift to my granny from my mother's side. The granny, oh, that's my mother actually on the photo. My late mama. I love you, princess. Um, so it then goes this, where she got this from, or this mentality and this behavior. It was actually, you know, taught to her. She grew up seeing it from her mother, right? Her mother was My granny was the person who actually sent everybody to school, almost everybody to school. Her kids, we went to school because she was paying the fees, she was maintaining us in terms of transport and ukudla endlini. She was actually the mother figure at that time when my mother couldn't fend for her kids financially, because, and this was after she came back from her marriage, there after her passing of the passing of her late husband, right? So my granny was that woman was a pillar. She was a pillar to a point where she supported a lot of households. She supported husbands, other people, her sisters' husbands. She supported her sisters, and she even went to an extent of building houses for their husbands, her sisters' husbands, and making a family space for them, taking care of them to a point where she was a mother. She had that thing, Yaori. I needed to be a mother to my sisters because mom is no longer. And it is now up to me now as the eldest and the one who is financially capable, which in most cases you're not even financially capable because you have to sacrifice the things that you would have been doing for yourself. She would speak words, she would utter words when she's really angry and we pissed her off. She would utter words as if, if I had it a different way, I would travel the world. I would drive expensive cars that I want to drive. um I would have a mansion. I would have a big house, a beautiful house. But because I chose to sacrifice those things for myself, because you guys needed education, you guys needed homes, you guys needed a stable foundation to start your life. But some of them were carried even till death. My granny carried them till their last day of existence on this earth. So that I saw a lot of imbalance, unhealthy self-love, lack of self-love, lack of boundaries within the family, that it triggered a sense of, I want it different. I want to make different decisions, and I won't let people misuse me. I want to heal my ancestors, because I know that I still walk with them. I still embody them. And sometimes even in decision making, they would come up and be loud with their insecurities, and I would toning them down and be like, it's not how we're going to do it this time, because we are healing. Remember, we are healing and we are changing the way that you guys used to do things. We are changing the way that you guys used to see things on your own perspective, which was unhealthy. It's going to be unhealthy for me. So let me and you work together so that we can reach an amicable goal. This is the third time I'm trying to take this video and it keeps on disappearing on me. I have so ample space on my phone, but for somehow it's just disappearing. Yeah. Oh. Okay, guys, let's just continue. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. I would love to hear your engagement, right? Like, I would love to just hear you engaging on this topic, because I know I'm not the only one, especially from a black family. Sibaning and Eguning, right? And we were talking about how these people are still projecting or reflecting a sense of their insecurities outwardly with my or in my path, right? They're still wanting to take their unbalanced, unhealthy, and self-limiting decisions, but they forget that I'm the one who is currently existing in this fear, and I'm the one who can actually take the final decision on their behalf. And they come back and pat my back and be like, yo sis, siyabonga. Siyabonga ukuthi awusimamelanga, yazi. Siyabonga ukuthi you took your own decision on this one, because woo, bekuyoba nzima kakhulu. Like bekuyoba nzima bese sizibuyisela emuva. Yo, sibonga kakhulu mntana. Nayi. Sengathi bangathi sibonga kakhulu nayi 3 minutes ke. Siyabonga. No, mommy, I'm not saying anything. I appreciate everything that you do for me. Thank you so much. You are doing the most already. Just keep on doing what you're doing. I appreciate it. Okay. So, my granny was the pillar, guys. To a point where she was a pillar in a very unhealthy way, because a lot was expected from her. She was giving a lot from her and not giving in or getting reciprocation back into her. She was not shown appreciation. And I'll count myself in that part, because it's never too late to show these people appreciation, guys. Even though they've transcended to other dimension, they can still see the things that we are trying in this physical realm now, currently. Which I'm really trying. Most of the time, I'm trying to own up to that and actually do better by existing now and changing and healing them. I am fortunate enough to heal them while they are embodied in me. I'm fortunate enough to lay in bed and know that I did my best. I did my best. I always choose myself, because by choosing myself, I choose everything that is around me, within me, and me, basically. So just to know that they are part of me, I'm so fortunate, because I can feel when they feel released from something. I can feel when they feel really, really, like they've achieved something, even on the other side, because I'm obedient, because I'm disciplined, because I'm listening to them, and I'm doing as they wish. Sometimes, though, it's not all the time, because sometimes if I let them lead all the time, right? And with my father's side, my grandmother from my father's side, that woman taught me, after she transitioned, I became this clean freak. Yes, I was a clean, I'm clean, but not to her extent. The woman cleaned and cleaned and cleaned until she couldn't clean anymore, which was when she was in her sick bed. She was a clean freak. She was clean to the point where beyangafuni ukubona anything misplaced or ihleli endaweni engasiyayo, sitting where it shouldn't be sitting. You understand? Everything had to be in order in the house, in her life. And that is actually very helpful for me, because it now reflects back into my life. The more that I declutter my space and I sort out my environment, make sure that the more that it reflects into my internal life, my life as well. There's so much balance. I can now sort out my things, especially now that I'm doing a lot of things all at once. I need to declutter, I need to organize my space. I've already started working on my calendar for 2025 and my vision board. So, kuningi, and I do need to be organized. It's a must. And I tell you, that part is helpful because when I wake up in the morning, I know what I have to do. And then by the time I take content, I know that after taking content, I know that what am I doing next, and things like that. I'm not a girl that sits down without a plan and watches TV the whole day. I mean, what do you expect your life to become, sis? No, honestly, what do you expect your life to become? Do you expect to make 1 million on that couch, sitting and watching Abo Uzalo and Skim Sam? Those people are making money. The more that you watch them, the more there's a new episode. Inside the bank. They are making money, and you are sitting on the couch the whole day without a plan. So let's do this. I want to save this video because it might disappear, and then I'll be back. So stay tuned. Get your water, get your tea, get whatever that you need to get, and like, subscribe, comment, share. I'll be back. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, lovelies, guys. So in continuation of my clip, or the video that I've started, to live your own or create your own reality, live your own truth, I'm now continuing from that. I'm trying to find a better setup where the lighting is ngcono. I don't want you guys not seeing me properly. I'm actually more comfortable here. So I've changed the setup from the other side to this side because, firstly, of the noise, and here it's much more peaceful. I can also begin Dabazabantu in this main window, and you understand, I'm comfortable on this couch. So I think the last thing that I was talking about was in reference to how people want to bottle up the universe and want to have one specific way of living your life, which is not the universe's intention. The universe's intention is to see your existence, to share your existence and your color. What if you are yellow? We can't all be yellow in one country, in one universe or one space. We can't be interested in one thing as humankind. We can't all want to be academically successful. Some of you guys won't have to make it academically, so you'll have to mhlambe your talents will put you where you need to be. Your gifts will put you where you need to be. Your gifts are going to be monetized to a point where you won't need to basically go and work for someone for a long period of time. You will eventually start somewhere by working for someone and gaining the right mentality when it comes to financial literacy, when it comes to discipline, when it comes to how you should pattern your own things, when it comes to your own businesses and your own adventures, how you should then plan ahead, how you can budget, how you can pay people on a constant how you can pay people maybe monthly pay, weekly, fortnightly, whatever that you are going to be, depending on whatever or how well your company is doing or is going to do, right? So singabantu, you have to have your own reality. You have to have your own creative. You have to be unique, or unique for a reason. First, you don't even have to be unique. You just have to embrace your uniqueness, because it's already in you. It's already what you are. You understand, it's not something that you have to go and learn from somewhere or see from someone, or by watching me khona manje uthi ay uPalisa is a healer, uPalisa twerks on camera wearing a bum shot, uPalisa prays. UPalisa has moments where she goes to nature and she believes in God, she believes in the universe, she believes in ancestral belief. She also goes to church, she also goes, but she is uphila ngempilo yakhe. And then you want to now adapt the things that I'm doing. Kanti mina, it's my own unique being. I'm embracing it, I'm learning through it, I'm also making mistakes. Who knows, according to the universe, ngiyenzama mistakes amaningi. But the what matters to the universe is that I still am existing within my own reality, and I'm composing what I'm composing within my own reality. So now what the universe now gives me is a platform to do that. If I want to be this vibrant person who is a prayer warrior at times, and sometimes wearing a bum shot and twerking on TV, and sometimes wearing decent and going to church with church goers, and praying and believing in what I believe and how I believe in it, right? And not answering to anybody, because remember, singabantu sesinalo mkhuba omubi ukuthi ufune uku-answera kubantu, ufuna ubayenza ukuthi ba-understande where you coming from, ba-understande ukuthi you are like this because of this, and to fit in. Don't even waste your breath, don't even waste your energy on such. Do not try to people please, do not try to people convince. Convince yourself and the universe. That's the only two things that you should be focusing on convincing. If the universe is allowing you to become what you are, or to exist as the way that you are, then your conscious is going to speak to you. Your instincts, you got instinct, conscience, discernment for a reason. So those things, how do they now play their parts if you are going to now want to impress and convince somebody else's resilience, or somebody else's conscious? I mean, that somebody else is also existing in their own reality, and if they're not, then it's up to them, it's their problem, it's got nothing to do with you. You are already existing as a uPalisa, and you are happy, and you can take account for everything that you are doing. You know your intentions. Your intentions are you. When you hit the bed, you're like, I'm tired. I've been twerking the whole day. I've been doing this the whole day. I've been working on my business. I've been doing this. Yeah, I understand. So I just want to go to bed and rest now. Following day, you wake up lively again, with that new energy, that new. The universe always blesses us with an opportunity and a portal to become who you are meant to become. And if you are going to hold back because now you are always on social media trying to find at least a way that people might understand, uzozibambezela empilweni. Let's be honest, everyone, be honest with yourself, because you don't have to be honest for me. I don't know you, you don't know me. I don't care if you are convincing yourself or me or whatever, right? But you don't have to convince me because I don't even know you. But anyways, let's be honest. The last time that you were genuinely and authentically living this life thing was when you were a child. Because when you're childlike, you never take anything seriously, and you don't take things into, like, you don't care what other people say. When you are a child, have you seen how much of how dreamy you are as a child? With your mama ngikula ngifuna ukuba into sona so. Or come Halloween, penny. Do you see how children dress up and just dance, bangena muzi numuzi bakokota benzi penny guy fox? You understand? Do you see how children in the streets just form a group? How you are so driven as a child. You form a dance group, and you would every day after school nihlangane, and then you dance, and you dream, and you have a vision as a child. Would see when I grow up, like guys. Look at people who are traveling with dancing. Look at people who are actually being successful, like Abu Bontle Modisela, Abu King of Limpopo, excuse if I'm mentioning his name wrong, but Jena Loyo, Leopold Locha, if I'm not Limpopo, that is now traveling the world. We can be like them. Yeah, understand? You wear as you please, mom. You don't mind ukufaka isicebezana and walk in the streets and be childlike. Alright? That's the only time that we live authentically and genuinely and intentionally. Masingabantwana. And now if you apply that same mindset of being a child in your adulthood, and you say, you know what, I don't care, I don't give a fuck, and anyway, this is my reality, and if I am going to live this life thing and enjoy waking up every day looking forward to the next day, I need to do it my way. I need to do it how it pleases Opalesa, right? I need to do it how it pleases me. I, at the end of the day, need to feel as if I've lived this day, right? I've lived the current time. And if I wake up and I feel like, you know what, today I want to rock my bum shorts and I want to dance. I want to dance the time away. I want to wake up and dance, have some dancing time, and just I want to wake up and come and work on my book. If I'm writing a book, if I'm a writer, author, so my author, my writer, understand? You come back, you write your book. If you're a business person, you understand? You are here working on your dreams, working on yourself, working on everything that makes you happy, right? And not minding what other people are doing, and not sitting on social media trying to judge other people. Sitting on social media and looking at how Upalisa is living her life and finding the audacity, having the audace to actually take your phone and your data and type something that you think might actually trigger me and stop me from doing what I'm doing, which is living. The only difference between me and you is that you are just roaming through life by being Judge Judy, and you are not getting anything for it. You're not even getting a cent out of it. You're not even feeling good at the end of the day by being Judge Judy. At least if you are getting something that is building you as a person and elevating you, your mindset, and actually pouring back into you, giving you brilliant creative ideas, to establish yourself, then I would say I want to be a Judge Judy. I would sit down, guys, it's the easiest thing to do. I would sit on the couch and just be like on people's posts like, ooh, you can't be doing that, you can't be when I would really, really consider it. If it was pouring back to me and it was growing me, I would do it. I would do it. I wouldn't mind waking up than having to sit down and talk like this. But I love doing this. This is the thing about me. I love teaching people how and making people enlightened. Waking up people who are sleeping. Waking up people who think that it's okay to sit down and criticize other people's lives and not live your own life. You are sitting down criticizing. Palesa is actually getting views. Palesa is getting likes. Palesa is probably getting paid for the content. Palesa is establishing another business and pouring into injecting funds that she's getting from that content to other business ventures that he's actually starting for herself. Uzotutu paparapa 2 years to come, Opalesa has grown so much to a point where sengingakwazi ukushiya legacy for abantwana bami nabantwana babo. And all you did in this time that I was growing and you criticizing me, which is you elevating me and pushing me to higher dimensions, unawarely, because you awukho aware ukuthi uyangipusha ukuthi yeah, keep on doing it, right? Keep on being the person that you are, because definitely it's working. 2 years, 3 years down the line, you are still stuck in the same place on that couch criticizing and being a Judge Judy, and you're getting nothing for it. What a shame. This is the part that hurts me a lot the most. Uguti, a person would be criticizing all this time rather than implementing new ways of living and becoming, right? And then 2 years, 3 years down the line, you are stuck in one position. You realize that, oh my gosh, I've been wasting my time trying to be Judge Judy in other people's lives. I'm still stuck in one place. I'm still bored with this life of mine that I'm living, wanting to become other people. And then you realize that you are bored because you are not existing in your own skin. You are not existing in your own universe. You are busy implementing other people's lives to and choices to work for you. And then now you say, ah man, let me try and copy. And then you copy now and you live exactly how this person has been living, in the hope of becoming this person, or having the things that at least this person has achieved. And still you find out that that doesn't even work for you. And then you sit down and you become a miserable person. You start holding grudges against people. You start being this hateful person, this unfulfilled person. You start now not seeing you valuable in this universe. Not seeing what is your purpose, which was the first question that you were supposed to ask yourself before you criticize. You were supposed to learn from other people. The universe has been pushing people in front of you, in your face, to show you a sense of becoming, a sense of how you can also find your own way and your own path into becoming the person that you are supposed to become. But instead of using that in a good way, you are actually rejecting it and choosing to be Judge Judy instead. So instead of living, instead of existing, you were living according to other people's expectations and according to the societal standards, according to other people's beliefs, according to other people's choices. Now, where did you end up? Make your own, create your own reality, create your own truth. Live according to your own conscious, your own intuition, according to your own perspective. Create a life, co-create with the universe. Get to know the universe and how it communicates and shows you and guides you through this life thing. Get to establish a relationship between you and nature and the things that are around you that can help you grow. Do not want to look at outward things a lot, but go internally for everything that you need, because everything that you are is everything that you are going to become. Everything that you need to become who you need to become is within you. The only thing that you need to do is still stay still and trust in the universe, trust in your guides, trust in the direction that they are directing you to. It may seem small and very slow at the beginning, but trust it, because it's for you. It's for nobody else but you. And if you feel that you are put in a space where you need to explain yourself to other people, please do not explain yourself. Please do not take that chance of convincing people about you. Rather, let them say what they have to say, conclude how they have to conclude, and at the end of the day, they're going to see you living and continuing to be this lively person and growing within your space and within your existence, that they will have to actually catch on and ride the wave with you and accept that you are this kind of a person and they can't change you, and this is what they have to learn from you. They can either love you or hate you. It's one of the two, and either one of the two that they choose is for themselves. You know that you love yourself. You know that you appreciate yourself. You are more than valuable. You are more than enough. So you don't need that outward validation, or you don't need them to complement that, because the universe has already got your back. The universe already created you. So who late ukuthi bangazi bakhuluma. Yes, constructive criticism is needed. You do need to listen to other people who really have good intentions and who really want to see you grow as a good woman or a good man. But also use your discernment. Even after receiving good constructive criticism, use your discernment and let it be your conclusion that comes to pass. Let it be your conclusion that closes that sentence, because you are still going to have to take accountability for each and every action you make, each and every decision you take. And thank you so much for watching my channel, watching the video on my channel, subscribing to my channel, liking my content, commenting and sharing. Thank you so much for your energy and all the attention that you've diverted into this. I hope to see you on the next episode, and I hope this content is going to help you grow to be the individual that you're meant to be. And I hope I've contributed 2 cents or 2% of how you can get there, how you can navigate yourself, and how you can figure it out on your own by relying on the universe and your guides. And stay off social media. See y'all, I love you to bits, I love you to pieces, I love you to ounces and seconds, and see you on the next episode. Bye now.